Dear students, welcome to the Business Studies 11th class, Nature and Purpose of Business. We can check the introduction. Now we are going to read or understand more about the introduction. The conversation among the four classmates is obviously focused on the meaning, nature and purpose of business. Here actually in this chapter we are going to study what is business, what is its meaning, nature and purpose of business. We wanted to know the purpose of business, its nature and its meaning. All human beings, wherever they may be, require different types of goods and services to satisfy their needs. Yes, we know that we wanted to fulfill our many needs. Who will fulfill our needs? Yes, of course, we wanted to get service from others, or we wanted to get our desired things would be fulfilled by others. It will happen only in business mainly. Okay, we wanted to get goods and services. We will get only from others. We wanted to fulfill our many desires, many necessary things we wanted to fulfill. That will happen only when the business takes place, the real business takes place. Otherwise, in some, not only the services, we also wanted to get from goods. Okay, so goods and services has to be promulgated properly in the society, then only our wants can be fulfilled. So all human beings, wherever they may be, require different types of goods and services to satisfy their needs. Yes, this point, this word you need to remember. We wanted to satisfy our needs. The necessity of supplying goods and services has to lead to certain activities being undertaken by people to produce and sell what is needed by others. So there must be production and its marketing and its selling. So buying and selling is taking place in the market. So we are living in a world there without any goods and services we cannot live. We wanted to use it, and also we want others to use it. That is what actually the market and the life, and that is what the business. So here we understood that actually human wants are unlimited. Of course, without the human wants we cannot live. We also wanted to satisfy our wants. Our wants can be satisfied only through the goods and services. Okay, then we can move on to the next point, that is business is a major economic activity in all modern societies, concerned as it is with the production and sale of goods and services required by people. So people need more goods and services. Of course, we wanted to produce it, we wanted to market it, and we wanted to fulfill others' needs. If we wanted to fulfill others' needs, of course, goods and services must be produced, distributed and marketed properly. The purpose behind most business activities is to earn money by meeting people's demands for goods and services. Okay, why we provide goods and services? We can also earn money. The same time we can help others to fulfill their needs. So we produce and market the goods and services. Although our lives are influenced by many other institutions in modern society, such as schools, colleges, hospitals, political parties and religious bodies, business has the major influence on our daily lives. See, we cannot ignore the importance of schools, colleges, hospitals, political parties and religious bodies, etc. But business also got very significant role in our daily lives. So all these are actually what is life? Yeah, we are experiencing services from different sectors, mainly see from schools. Yes, of course, children need school. People want schools. They wanted to learn. They wanted to educate others. The colleges, hospitals, political parties, religious functions, ceremonies. This is what life actually. We always interact, or we always connected with all these sectors: schools, colleges, hospitals, political parties, religious bodies, religious ceremonies, etc. So, the same time we cannot ignore or avoid business. In our day-to-day life, we wanted to deal with more goods and services. Okay, so business is the integral part of our day-to-day life. So, therefore, it becomes important that we understand the concept, nature and purpose of business. We also wanted to know the concept, nature of a business and purpose of business. Here we understood that actually we are human beings, we have desire, our desires can be fulfilled when goods and services we receive from others. At the same time we also wanted to provide goods and services to others. So you know that service is what business. Okay, we wanted to serve people, others welfare we wanted to fulfill. When we do business, what will happen? More job opportunities will increase and more livelihood will take place. More people will get something to run their livelihood properly. The lifestyle will also change. Okay, so of course in our day-to-day life we are engaged with the schools, colleges, hospitals, political parties and religious ceremonies and activities, etc. The same time we are also connected with the business, because continuously we are all using goods and services. So we cannot ignore the importance or significance of business in our day-to-day lives. Concept of business we can check. The term business is derived from the word busy. You need to remember this word. So the business is derived from the word busy. Thus business means being busy. Yes, of course, a businessman is always busy, and business will make anyone to be busy. Okay. So the people, those who are engaged with the business can understand that actually they are busy with their continuous activities. However, in a specific sense, business refers any occupation in which people regularly engage in an activity with a view to earning profit. Business means profit too, service and profit. Business is a service. One must do service for others' welfare. The same time his goal is profit making. Is the activity may consist of production. So what is business? In business, production is taking place, purchase of goods, sale, exchange of goods or supply of service to satisfy the needs of other people. So many things are involved in business. What are the things actually? The business means a service. It is also profit making interest is there. So the production is taking place, selling, buying is taking place. Also we want to satisfy others' needs. So overall we can say the business is a service in order to give better welfare or service to people. Okay, that is what actually the production is there, distribution is there, marketing is there. So overall we wanted to help others to fulfill their desires. Okay, they fulfill their wants. Wants can be satisfied only when real business take place in the economy. In every society, people undertake various activities to satisfy their needs. Human wants are unlimited. We have so many needs that we wanted to fulfill. Therefore, various activities we wanted to fulfill in our society or in our day-to-day life. So these activities may be broadly classified into two groups. One is economic and another one is non-economic. You see, some of our efforts are motivated, or efforts are to earn wealth or earn some finance. Others, some are not motivated in profit making, that is non-economic. Economic activities are those by which we can earn our livelihood, whereas non-economic activities are those performed out of love, sympathy, sentiments, patriotism, etc. So, one is actually motivated, one set of our activities are motivated towards making more profit. Other one is non-economic activities. For example, all those non-economic activities are made only because of love, sympathy, sentiments, patriotism, etc. For example, a worker working in a factory, a doctor operating in his clinic, a manager working in the office, and a teacher teaching in a school are doing so to earn their livelihood, and of course they are working for earning their livelihood. Therefore, all these mentioned categories, for example, doctor, factory worker, teacher, etc., all those people are working. Why? They want to earn something for their livelihood. That means that is an economic activities. Therefore, they are engaged in economic activities. On the other hand, a housewife cooking food for her family, or a boy helping an old man cross the road are performing non-economic activities, since they are doing so out of love or sympathy. See, a housewife cooking food for her family is an example of non-economic activities. A boy helping an old man cross the road are performing non-economic activities. Okay, why they are doing? That is because of they have love and sympathy and compassion. That is why they are working, so they are doing so. They get more satisfaction when they help others without any motive for earning or making money. Economic, that is a social work actually. Economic activities may be further divided into 3 categories. So, economic, now we can focus on economic activities. Economic activities may be further divided into 3 categories, namely business, mainly the business is there, profession is there, and employment. Business, profession, and employment, all these categories can bring money making. So, bring money in for their deeds, every deeds or for their service. They can make money from business, profession, and employment. Business may be defined as an economic activity involving the production and sale of goods and services. So, what we can say? Economic activity, business may be defined as an economic activity. Business is an economic activity. Yes, of course, money is involved in it, whether you are providing goods or services, but there is money involved. So, we can say, so business may be defined as an economic activity in which money is involved, in which production and sale and purchase of goods and services is happening. So, we can say that is an economic activity. Okay. So, goods and services undertaken with a motive of earning profit. In business we provide the service and we provide the goods and services only for making the motive of earning profit by satisfying human needs in society. Of course, the human satisfaction is happening when we provide goods and services, because we are fulfilling their desire, wants, etc. So, until now, what did we understood from this paragraph? This paragraph says, so economic as well as non-economic activities are there. Some activities are in order to create or generate more profit, such as business, goods and services we are selling, etc. But some other activities are there, that is non-economic activities. For example, mother cooks food for her children. So, that is an example of non-economic activities. Non-economic activities takes place only because of love, compassion and sympathy. Yes, now we did understand that actually the business, what is the business, why people are doing business. Many people are doing business for making profit. Many people are doing business for others' welfare. Others' welfare means the people need actually support. People need goods and services. Of course, they are ready to pay for your services. Okay, to them. When we provide service, better service to others, definitely people are ready to pay to us. Yeah, because that is why employment opportunities will create and generate, income generation will generate in the society. Okay, people want to earn something for their livelihood. So business means service for others. Service for others means service of goods and goods. We wanted to supply goods in time. There are many other categories also. In business there are some other categories. Business, profession, employment, all these create more job opportunities and income generation. So what we want, our economy must be very active. It will happen only the proper way the business take place. Market must be very active. There is liveliness in the market. There must be liveliness in the market. Of course, it has to be generated income for others' livelihood too. Okay, so until now we studied the importance of and the significance of business. Business has to be active. Business means the service of goods and other services. What are the services? People are selling goods. Also the services can also generate income. For example, Jio is doing service, Airtel is doing service, Indian Railway is doing service. Okay, so some people are selling goods. Electricity is supplying, of course the power they are supplying, they are also earning. That is also a goods, and of course that is a service too. And doctor is providing service. Okay, so they are earning for their livelihood, and also they are satisfying human needs in the society. Now in this class we are also going to check about the characteristics of business activities. In order to appreciate how business activities are different from other activities in society, the nature of a business or its fundamental character must be explained in terms of its distinguishing characteristics, which are as follows. So here actually we are going to check the characteristics of business, the significance and the features of business. An economic activity, business is an economic activity. Business is considered to be an economic activity because it is undertaken with the object of earning money or livelihood, and not because of love, affection, sympathy or any other sentimental reason. See, the business is an economical activity. So business must provide or must generate income. So that there is a profit making interest. Business is considered to be an economic activity. Business is an economic activity because it is undertaken with the object of earning money. The money, profit making interest is there, or they wanted to run their livelihood, and not because of business is not done because of love, affection, sympathy or any other sentimental reason. Business means business is a service, of course, but there is a profit making motto is there. The goal is to make profit. So here in this area, what did we study? We understood that business is an economic activity that is more on profit making interest. So their interest is to making profit. That is what actually you needed to understand. Of course, every business must provide profit. The people do business, why? People wants to do business only for making profit. Now we can move on to the next point. Check here the production or procurement of goods and services. So before goods are offered to people for consumption, they must be either produced or procured by business enterprises. Yes, of course, if we wanted to provide our goods or service to other people, what we needed to produce it, and we needed to market it, and we needed to supply it to the people. Thus, every business enterprise either manufactures the goods it deals in, or it acquires them from producers. If you wanted to do business, either you should make or produce the products, or you should collect the product from others and supply it to your customers. Okay, to be further sold to consumers or users, goods may consist of consumable items of daily use. So the goods means, you see, the products, of course, that is visible, that is the touchable, that we can touch or feel. Okay, then goods may consist of consumable items. Daily consumable items are sugar, ghee, pen, notebook, etc. are in the list of goods. Okay, tangible and intangible goods are available. Okay, so visible and invisible. Service is invisible. We can feel, we can experience, something like that actually, but we cannot touch something. Okay, so that is also coming in this animate and inanimate objects, we can say. So such as sugar is also a good, that is in the list of goods. Sugar, ghee, pen, notebook, etc. are visible. We can touch it, we can touch and feel. Through our five senses we can experience. Capital goods like machinery, furniture, etc. are in the list of capital goods. So what is the capital goods? That capital goods is actually for long run usage the companies produce. Okay, companies, for a company they need building, they need actually machines, of course all those are come under the list of capital goods that we can purchase from the market, also some machines, machineries, etc. Then furniture we can purchase, all those are under the list of capital goods. Okay, so then services may include facilities offered to consumers in the form of transportation. Transportation is a service. As we have already understood that goods and services is available in the market. Some are goods. For example, pen, pencil, then sugar, ghee, or notebook, all those are actually goods. Then some services. What are the services list? So that is actually, you know, that transportation, banking, electricity, all those are services. So transportation services, so mobile network service, so power supply, that is also a service. So here we understood that actually the goods and services must be provided, generated, marketed and supplied. So that is actually we studied from here. All those are the things that we wanted to promote in our economy, and the better way the production must take place and also the distribution must take place, and also the same time we wanted to supply all those to fulfill others' demand. Okay, demand and supply must take properly in the field of marketing or in the economy. Okay, that we needed to understand. Then the next point is a sale or exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human needs. So of course that we get satisfaction only when we get the desired goods and services from the market. It must be available. Directly or indirectly, business involves a transfer or exchange of goods and services for value. So we pay money, and for that value we must get the goods or services. The equal to the money which we spent must be gained through the goods and services. Okay, that is actually business means where people do buying and selling, and also transaction, money transaction is involved. Money transaction is involved for exchanging goods and services. Okay, the equal value must be gained from the goods and services. If goods are produced not for the purpose of sale but say for internal consumption, it cannot be called as a business activity. See, some people produce products for their own use. That is not a business. Business means continuously you need to sell the products, then only that is actually business. Some people come continuously to us and buy products from us continuously, then that is also a business. Cooking food at home for the family is not a business. You understood now. Cooking food for the family is not a business, but cooking food and selling it to others in a restaurant is a business. So, some people are cooking food and selling it to others in a restaurant is business. Now, you understood what is business. For our own purpose, if we are making something, that is not a business. If we are creating or making or producing something for others' welfare and selling it continuously, then that is a business. Okay, buying and selling is taking place and also money transaction is taking place, then that is a business. So, this one essential characteristics of business is that there should be sale or exchange of goods or services between the seller and the buyer. So, what is business? In the market, the buyer and seller must be there and they have to exchange goods and services, and also money transaction must take place. The goods must have a rate too. Okay. So, that is what actually the business is always taking place in the economy, because the human wants are unlimited. People want to experience, utilize more products and services. So, there are many people are providing it, and the demand and supply is fulfilled in the market. That is what actually business. I trust you understood. Cooking food at home is not a business, but cooking food for others and selling it for others, then that is a business. Now we can move on to the next point, dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. Business involves dealings in goods or services on a regular basis. Regularly, continuously, if you are doing business, you are selling, all those actually business transaction is taking place. People are coming to your place and buying something from you, and you are supplying goods to others, and you are receiving money from them, then that is a business. One single transaction of sale or purchase therefore does not constitute business. Okay, only one single transaction of sale or purchase doesn't make business. Continuously you need to more, you need to. Thus, for example, if a person sells his or her domestic radio set even at a profit, it will not be considered a business activity. A person is selling his radio, okay, one time only it is happening. If he is selling one time, only one single time, then that is not a business. Okay, it won't be considered as a business. But if he or she sells radio sets regularly, either through a shop or from his own residence, it will be regarded as a business activity. More times you are selling a product or a goods or anything, then after that for your goods and services regularly you are doing business transaction, money transaction is taking place, or you are selling the product and others are buying the product from you regularly, then that is a business. So, I trust you understood what is business. Continuously you need to do money transaction, and buying and selling is taking place, and demand and supply is fulfilled. Okay, then you are also exchanging the goods and services, then that is a business. Okay, and by doing that such type of exchange, you are gaining money. The money transaction is there. Okay, money is exchanging between you and the buyer, then that is a business. You need to understand that. Then the next point is profit earning. What is profit earning? Of course, the business will bring profit. If there is, you are making profit continuously, that is a business. Okay, one of the main purpose of a business is to earn income by way of profit. If you do business, definitely you will make profit. Without a profit, no one will do business. If that is getting more loss, then who is going to do business? No one is going to do business. There is some profit, then only some benefit, then only they will do. No business can survive for long without earning profit. So, profit is the motto of business, goal of business. That is why businessmen make all possible efforts to maximize profits. That is why all businessmen wanted to create more and more profit by increasing the volume of sales or reducing cost. Why? So, either they increase the sales or reduce the cost. In either ways, in both ways, what they can do, they can make profit. So profit making is the backbone of business, and of course without a profit no one is going to do business. Business means profit. Okay, that is what actually, if there is no business, if there is no profit, no one is going to do business. Of course people wanted to earn money for their livelihood, they also wanted to do their basic things, amenities, basic fundamental or basic changes they wanted to bring in their life. That will happen only then when they make a profit. What are the basic needs in their life? Of course they need food, they need cloth, they need houses and basic amenities they wanted to arrange. That is why people wanted to make profit through their business. Now we can move on to the next point, that is uncertainty of return. What is uncertainty? There is no certainty. So that is why uncertainty of return. Uncertainty of return refers to the lack of knowledge relating to the amount of money that the business is going to earn in a given period. See, there is no surety that in the business you will make money. Yes, of course, this is also, so various reasons are behind it. Various factors are affecting your business success. Your business will get a success only when you manage it properly. If you are educated, talented and you are professional and you know how to do business, then only your character, your dealings and your activeness, your effervescence, your enthusiasm, all those things are connected with the business. Okay, so every business, of course some government policy is also connected with the business and its success. Okay, so every business invests money, capital to run its activities. Of course a business, if you wanted to start a business, you need to invest some money in it. Without investing money you cannot run a business. Money is involved in business. Okay, more money sometimes you wanted to invest. Nowadays you know that more people are coming into the business field, more people are in the business field. Of course all are waiting to create more business and earn more. So of course the competition is there. So online business, e-business is also there. So you needed to do more competition. The competitive world is there. Business world is of course competitive. The better service and better products you needed to supply, and then only you can increase your business. To run business you need capital with the objective of earning profit. Why do you invest money in the business? Because your goal is to earn more profit, but it is not certain as to what amount of profit will be earned. There is no surety that how much amount you can make profit from the business. There is no surety. So because there is a competition is always there, risk factors is always there. So it depends on various factors, so how you are going to create more income. Also there is always a possibility of losses being incurred. Sometimes it may go into loss in spite of the best efforts put into the business. Even if you put more effort in your business, there are chances to go your business in loss. So what you need much care you need to take in your business, and of course you have to manage it properly. There are many role models in front of us. They have done good business in their life, so we can follow them, we can understand, we should study. There are many good trainers are available, managers are available, mentors are available. We have to, if you are going to start a business, then you must learn, understand from various sources. Okay, here it is what actually it says. Actually business is going to be, of course there is risk is there in the business. The business, every business houses aim to create more profit in their business. Then the next step is element of risk is there. Always the risk is the part of business. Risk is the uncertainty associated with the exposure to loss. Of course there are risks, there various kinds of risk factors are there. Natural calamities can also put lot of losses in the business. Also the government's policies The mismanagement can also create a lot of losses in the business. It is caused by some unfavorable or undesirable events. So, unfavorable, undesirable events can also make our business losses. Okay, can also bring all these unfavorable and undesirable events can also bring losses in our business. The risk are related with certain factors like business refers to those economic activities. So, certainly we can say business is an economic activities which are connected with the production, purchase and sale of goods. When we say about a business, of course there is a production, there is maintenance, of course there is a distribution and purchase, people buying and selling is also taking place, sale of goods and services in the market. Then supply of services with the main object to earn profit. The people wants to make a profit, that is the motto of business. People engaged in business earn income in the form of profit. If there is no profit, then people may not do business. There is no need to do business if there is no profit. There is profit, that is why more people come forward to do more business. Profession includes those activities which require special knowledge and skill to be applied by individuals in changes in consumers' taste and fashion, changes in methods of production, strike or lockout in the workplace, increased competition in the market, fire, theft, accidents, natural calamities, etc. can create a lot of catastrophe in the business that can destroy your business and bring loss in the business. So, what we need actually, we must be professional, we must be highly talented, educated, we need to acquire special knowledge, skill, etc. Otherwise, you cannot manage good business. You also want to study about the market and its market changes and people's choice, people's taste, preference, everything change often. You need to know what are the fashions changing, changes in the fashion, methods of production, new technologies, implementation, everything you need to learn. Otherwise, what will happen? Your business may go into loss. You also want to know more about how to manage the strike and lockouts. Okay, so sometimes the employees problems, labor strikes, etc. can occur. So you need to learn so many things to manage a business. It is not so easy to manage a business. There is an increased competition in the market. Of course, the more international companies are also in the market. We need to compete with them. So okay, so we also wanted to understand that sometimes the competition in the market, sometimes fire may occur and sometimes theft, accidents, natural calamities and like earthquake, etc. can also occur. So business is always having risk. All these risk factors you need to understand before going to start your business. No business can altogether do away with risk. There are always risks in the business. So business, no risk, no profit, no risk, no gain. There is a saying like that actually. So you need to understand. We need to increase business in our country, more people will get more job opportunities and more goods and services would be produced in our country and its value will go up and enhance. So that the GDP will increase in our country, overall development will take place in our country. So these are the main characteristics of business. The profit is there, the risk is there. There is no risk, no gain. So you must have an enthusiastic attitude. You must know that business is an enthusiastic action you need to apply. In business, of course, there must be an enthusiastic action must be applied. You must do business with a sportsman spirit. That is what I wanted to say. Yes, dear students, we were doing business studies, nature and purpose of business. Today what we can do? We are going to do is comparison of a business, profession and employment. As has been mentioned earlier, economic activities may be divided into three major categories. Business, of course, business is always there. Then provision employment. Business refers to those economic activities which are connected with the production or purchase and sale of goods or supply of services with the main object of earning profit. Of course, in every business activities we wanted to create more profit. Okay, profit making is what the motto of a business, the goal of a business. People wants to earn, that is why they are providing services. It can be goods or any other service to others, rendering service or goods to others, that is also come under the category of business. It can produce something or they can market something, but it is also creating employment opportunities. More people are getting job opportunities, so that actually they can have better livelihood, they can earn something for their day-to-day life. That is what actually. So business is a very important one, and we want to propagate, promulgate and promote business more in our country, because you know that actually the production of goods and services, that alone decide whether our country is getting development or not. We can go and see the more details. Profession includes those activities which require special knowledge and skill. What is profession? Profession means actually we wanted to people engage in some activities by which they can earn something, if that is possible. When we can call them as a professional people, we can call them as professionals only when they have special knowledge and skill. Okay, so when they express special knowledge, express special knowledge and skill, when they apply all these in their occupation, then only we can call them professionals. Okay, by which people can increase their productivity. Okay, that is what actually. Such activities are generally subject to guidelines or codes of conduct laid by professional bodies. So profession includes those activities which require special knowledge and skill to be applied by individuals in their occupation. So of course we want more highly skilled, educated, highly professional people in our country. We need more such people. Therefore what will happen? Therefore our country will get more development. Okay, more development will take place. Those engaged in professions are known as professions. So professional people means they are highly skilled. Okay, they are skill based education they have. They have special skills in respective fields. Okay, for example, doctors are engaged in the medical profession, so we call them professionals, and are subject to the regulations of the Medical Council of India. So doctors are being working under the Medical Council of India, and they are following their guidelines. The concerned professional body is that actually the Medical Council of India, and they are guiding the doctors. Doctors are professionals. They are being guided by the Medical Council of India. Medical Council of India. Similarly, lawyers are engaged in the legal profession governed by Bar Council. Bar Council. So all these lawyers in our country are governed by the Bar Council of India, and at the same time we can say the CA, Chartered Accounts, belong to the accounting profession and are subject to the regulations of the Institute of Chartered Accounts of India. So these are some examples of professional people in India. Doctors, they are working under the guidelines of Medical Council of India. The lawyers are working under the Bar Council of India, and at the same time the chartered accounts are working under the regulations of the Institute of Chartered Accounts of India. So we wanted to generate, create and produce more highly professional, talented people in our country. Then only India will get much development, then only more job opportunities and highly finished products take place in our country. Okay, that is what the main points. Employment refers to the occupation in which people work for others and get remunerated in return. What is an employment? Employment refers to the occupation. Employment means an occupation, of course. the job opportunities there, but people work for others and they get remuneration. Remuneration means wages, salary, etc. They will get. Those who are employed by others are known as employees. Some people give job to others, job for others. They are known as employees, the owners. Okay, those who are employed by others are known as employees. Okay. So those who are employed by others known as employees. Employees are workers. Okay, employer is what actually the owner. Okay, thus people who work in factories and receive wages and salaries are the employment of factory owners and are employees of the factory. Employees are actually the laborers. The person who gives job for employees, they are known as employer. Okay, that's what the difference. Similarly, people who work in the offices of banks, insurance companies or government department as managers, assistants, clerks, peons or security guards are the employees of these organizations. So in banks, government offices, so there are so many people are working. They all are employees. Okay, they are working there. So what did you understand from this paragraph? We understood that actually there are many people working in the offices or in the factories. They are working for remuneration, wages. They are known as employees, and the person who gives job for others is known as employer. Okay, that word you need to remember. That is what actually there are many people working as managers, assistants, clerks, peons, security guards, etc. They are also known as employees. Now we can move on to the next point, classification of business activities. So various business activities may be classified into two broad categories, industry and commerce. Industry is concerned with the production or processing of goods and materials. What is an industry? Industry is concerned with the production or processing of goods and materials. Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating the exchange of goods and services. What is commerce? Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating exchange of goods and services. When we exchange goods and services to others, okay, or the transaction take place, then that is known as commerce. On the basis of these two categories, we may classify business firms into industrial and commercial enterprises. Yes, of course, industries are there, also the commerce is there. So, commercial enterprises are. Let us examine in details the activities relating to business. Now, we will come to know what is more about business. The more details, information about business we will come to know. So, here in this paragraph we understood that actually the industry, what is the difference between industry and commerce? When the production or processing take place related to goods and materials, so that is of course industry. Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for facilitating the exchange of goods and services. When people exchange goods and services, that is all mere commerce. That is a commerce. Okay. So that is what the industrial production industries are also connected with the productions. Then we can go through the more details through the more information about the industry. Industry refers to economic activities. Of course, there is economic activities there which are connected with the conversion of resources into useful goods. In industries, what is happening? Production is happening. So the goods are there. The term industry is used for activities in which mechanical appliances and technical skills are involved. In industries, what is happening? Mechanical appliances, machineries, also the technical skills are involved. Then only the production take place. So many machines and so many workers, skilled laborers are actively involved in the production process. These include activities relating to producing or processing of goods as well as breeding and raising of animals. These activities relating to producing or processing of goods, not only producing the goods, but the breeding and raising of animals also come in the economic activities. The term industry is also used to mean groups of firms producing similar related groups. This industry is a wide term. So many categories are involved, so many sectors or areas are involved in this sector, industrial sector. So used to mean groups of firms producing similar or related goods. For example, cotton textile industry refers to all manufacturing units producing textile goods from cotton. So of course, the cotton industry is a wide term. So many other related industries are also connected with this industry. Similarly, electronic industries are there. So many electronics goods are available in the market. All those are actually come under this electronics industry. Okay, so many similar sectors are there. Banking and insurance are also referred to as industry. We can also say banks and insurance, that will also come under this category of industry. Say banking industry, we often say. Insurance industry, that is what we say. Industries may be divided into three broad categories, namely primary sector, secondary and tertiary. So industries can be divided into three categories, namely primary, secondary and tertiary, the third one. Okay, that is what tertiary. Now, primary industry is what? These include all those activities which are connected with the extraction and production of natural resources and reproduction and development of living organisms, plants, etc. These industries may be further subdivided as follows. Again, we will study what is primary industries. So more we wanted to know what is primary industries. These are actually connected with the extraction and production of natural resources, extraction and production of natural resources, and reproduction and development of living organism. Living organism means living being. Okay, living thing is there. Okay, animate. Okay, so in living organisms, plants, etc., these industries may be further subdivided as follows. Now we can see what is extractive industries. These industries extract or draw out products from natural sources. Extractive industries supply some basic raw materials that are mostly products of the soil. Products of these industries are usually transformed into many other useful goods by manufacturing industries. Important extractive industries include farming. What are the examples for extractive industries? Farming, mining, lumbering. What is lumbering? Lumbering means timber business, cutting the woods and selling it, something like that. Hunting and fishing operations also. All these are the extractive industries. Okay. So I trust you understood the point. You will study and you will understand more about it. So extractive industries, all those are actually farming, mining, lumbering, hunting, fishing operations. Fishing operation, that is one word. Okay, fishing operations. All these comes under the extractive industries. Hunting. Many people do hunting. The hunting is actually legally prohibited. That you need to understand. Then farming. Mining is there. Mining, you know that natural resources we mine. Okay, so iron ore is there, even coal is there. Okay, so like that. Then farming, of course, various kinds of farming is taking place in our country. Okay, then lumbering is timber business, that is actually connected with the woods. Okay, so many people are doing like that. Okay, so now we can move on to the next point, that is genetic industries. What is genetic industries? These industries remain engaged in breeding plants and animals. You need to remember this word, breeding plants and animals for their use in further reproduction. for the breeding of plants. So we wanted, of course, the breeding is happening, breeding plants and animals, so both has to be multiplied or both has to be reproduced in our country, so that actually the reproduction process is taking place. That is what actually breeding we wanted to do. For the breeding of plants, the seeds and nursery companies are typical examples of genetic industries. So many such companies are working nowadays, so many nurseries are there, so breeding houses are there. In addition, activities of cattle breeding is there, cattle breeding farms, cattle breeding farms are there, you know that actually. Then poultry farms and fish hatchery come under the class of genetic industries. What they do, what is actually genetic industries? Mainly all these come, cattle breeding farms come under this, poultry farms, fish hatchery come under the class of genetic industry. You know, honey bee business is also there, okay, honey bee is also there, honey bee production, okay, is also there, and also what the honey production is taking place in many villages and in many other part of our country. So all those come under this genetic industries. So here in this paragraph you understood that the genetic industries are also growing in our country, the government is promoting it, more productivity is taking place, and more we wanted to do business in this field. So livestock animals, of course, they are coming under this livestock. Then breeding plants we wanted to do, animals also we wanted to increase in our country. So many people are doing this livestock business, okay, the farm houses are increasing nowadays, poultry farms are there, fish hatcheries are there, all these come under the genetic industries. Here dear students, we did understood that actually India is growing in many areas, so the genetic industries are there, that is also growing. Then what did we study? We also studied about primary industries, extractive industries we studied. Extractive industries we studied, actually the country is actually growing in the field of mainly farming, mining, lumbering, hunting, fishing operations, all those are taking place in our country. More business is taking place, more people are getting skill based education in all these areas. So what did you understand? Actually our country is growing, the people are getting more skill based education in various sectors. So why our government is doing all this? Because our government wants to make sure more people get employment opportunities, and so that they will have better lifestyle, or they can manage their day to day life better way, and they can provide better education to their children, and also the basic amenities they can arrange and make our India a better nation for all, for living better way. Thank you.